Hello, my dear students of class 10. I hope you all are fine. Today I have come in front of you to deal with the very first poem of your syllabus. Yes, you have guessed right, A Dust of Snow by Robert Frost. A short and very beautiful poem. Before starting, let me introduce myself. I am Shoumi Chatterjee Nath, TGT English from Kendriya Vidyalaya in TPC, Kehalgaon. First, let us meet the poet Robert Frost, one of my favorite. Robert Frost was born on March 26, 1874. One of the most celebrated poets in America, Robert Frost is known for his realistic depictions of rural life in simple language, dealing with the complex social and philosophical themes. His other poems are the first one, The Road Not Taken. Yes, we are very familiar with the name because we have read the poem already in class 9th. The second one is Fire and Ice, which we are going to read in class 10th according to our prescribed syllabus. And the third one is also a very beautiful poem, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. Now let's read the poem first. A Dust of Snow by Robert Frost. The way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. Now, generally, crow and a hemlock tree both are considered as negative. Crow is considered negative and ominous, means spreading bad vibes and evils only. On the other hand, being poisonous, hemlock tree is also related to negativity. But in this poem, these two so-called negative beings turn the poet's mood and mind to positive one. Now let's take a quick look to the summary of the poem. The short poem by Robert Frost throws light upon the unimaginable healing power of nature and tiny things. From a bad mood to ill health, there is nothing that can't be cured by nature. That means if we are in a bad mood or we are suffering from any kind of ill health, we can get the ailment in the beauty of nature. That means the little things and the beautiful things of nature can heal and cure our pain and the negative state of mind. The author was experiencing one such bad day when a crow's movement near a hemlock tree dusted snow upon him. So, the author was in a bad state of mind. He was feeling low and he was walking by a hemlock tree and suddenly a crow dusted snow upon him and the snow instantly makes him happier. His day gets a lot better. With that dust of snow, his negative state of mind, his negativity changed into positive one. His mind and mood, they were refreshed. Thus, the supremacy of nature as a whole made him realize how petty his problem was. That means in front of the beauty of nature, our problems are very little. Our problems are very much little in front of the creation of God, in front of the beauty of nature. The fact that hemlock tree is poisonous combined with crow being the indicator of doom and fear means they are related to negativity and ominous, are used in the poem as the carriers of happiness in the life of narrator is ironical. Why it is ironical? Because in general they are considered as negative beings, but in this poem the poet has very beautifully depicted them as creation of God, as beauty of nature, and turning his negative state of mind into positive one. The poet through these objects has tried to highlight that sometimes creatures linked with negative aspects of life can be the bringer of change and happiness. Being outdoors in nature with all its unpredictability can benefit anyone, anywhere, at any time. Now, very beautiful message has been conveyed through this poem. A positive change may take place in life at any time, any place, and with anything, even through negativity also. A little thing can bring big change to life, as in this poem, the negative things and the negative entities like the crow and the hemlock tree have changed the poet's negative state into a positive one. We have to open our eyes and behold. We have to open our eyes and look at the beauty of nature. We have to keep our arms open and embrace all the little things of beauty and all the act of kindness. Simple act of kindness done can inspire others and bring huge change in their lives. Now, in the entire poem, I have found one difficult word that may give you trouble. And that word is rude, which means bitterly regret and wish it undone. Now let's talk about the literary device. One of the most important literary devices that I have found is alliteration. Yes, alliteration is the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. And the lines in which this poetic device has been used are, I have found two lines. And the first one is, has given my heart, the her sound in has and heart. And the second line is, and saved some part, sa sound in saved and some. The rhyme scheme used in the poem is AB, AB, CD, CD. At the end, we can sum up remembering Robert Frost's famous lines from Stopping by Wood on a Snowy Evening. And the lines go like this: but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. So, children, stay safe at home, but remember that we have miles to go before we sleep, and we have miles to go before we sleep. Thank you. I hope you have enjoyed this. Bye.